right, everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 726. And just like that, I'm back.
You are. I missed the intro.
I did. I forgot to do the intro.
Okay.
It's all right. I'll put that in the post, but nobody would have known on the recording.
I know.
But oh well. I missed it.
Yes.
I forgot.
He's in.
I'm all out of sync.
Yes.
But anyways. All right, we're back.
Yeah.
Now that Brandy's got me with that. All right. Episodes. All right, start over again. The episode is welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 726. Now that we got it all figured out. Yes, I'm back. I'm in the same state. I'm next to Brandy. It's good to be here. Although I heard she did great last night, and she told me I could take more time off. It was pretty awesome. So
I don't think I said that.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, I would have much rather been on here. Let me tell you, it was rough. I went on a football camp with my boy, and I drove the team out, and the hotel wasn't the best.
No.
Motel? Let's just say motel, but it's definitely a motor inn.
A roadside.
Key cards didn't work one night. They had to pull out a blowtorch to let me into my room. It was an awesome affair.
Yes.
But I'm here now. I'm in the state. It was good. We had a lot of fun, and it's all about you guys now. And my name is Andy, by the way. If you're brand new, I am the guy that runs all the back office over at KonaButterflyz, and apparently misses his intro on his Studying Brew, but that's okay. You're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get that pass notice. And as Brandy went over last night, we had quite a bit of passers,
yes,
even a 66er. Woo! Yeah, we have a couple more, but I'm checking in on it to see if it confirmed. So we got a couple more confirmed passers, maybe tomorrow. So it's good. It's good. We're winning.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's winning.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I want to say. I was thinking about it today. I want you guys to know that I don't try to come on here, and neither does Brandy. I mean, it is cool to motivate people.
Yes.
I like to motivate, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Part of it, you guys do need some motivation, especially when you don't really want to, right? But I want you guys to know that it's not motivation that we're trying to tell you. It's more of like how you need to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not working out for me. Like, I don't tell you these things so that way you feel like you're motivated to continue on. No, you need to start applying some of the stuff and listen to how these passers pass, how they did it, so that way you can do exactly that. It's all this stuff is, guys, is already laid out blueprints, and you just got to follow it and do the follow through. And and you guys might struggle, and there's a lot of things that you might struggle with all of your life. There's different things that some of us really excel at, and you might be really good at a lot of other things, and this is one of your hangups.
Right.
But that's okay.
Absolutely.
You just got to keep going, and there's going to be somebody that passed that has the same thing, and you got to get past it. It's just that one thing you're just missing that doesn't work for you, and then you just find it and you just keep going. But the only way to keep going, and I'll say this again, these are the keys, man, is consistency and self-discipline, period. Self-discipline will cure everything.
Oh, yes.
And anything. Consistency and self-discipline all the time. And if you don't have that, or you lack in it, there's a million books and there's a million programs to help you with self-discipline. If you don't blame it on, I got ADD, you know what I mean? Just like Jamie Foxx, you can't blame it on the alcohol. You can't blame it on ADD. You can't blame it on the kids. You can't blame it on anything. It's a self thing, self-discipline. Hence, it's already in the words, right?
Yep.
So you gotta get that help with that. Maybe you get it from your leaders. Maybe you get it in a book. Maybe you get it in a seminar, whatever. But let me tell you, that is the key to all of this stuff. Your business, everything, self-discipline and consistency. You just have to keep going at it, whatever it is. You'll figure it out. If you're not good at the business, if you're not good at talking to people, guess what you should do every day? Talk to people. Learn to talk to people. Force yourself. You have to. If you're not a person who's a people person and you don't have a good personality, guess what you need to do? You need to work on that personality. every day. And get a good friend and an accountability person that can tell you when you sound like not a nice person.
Right.
I was going to say another word. Starts with an A.
Yeah, careful.
Ends with a hole. Some of us just have that problem. We don't know that we sound that way.
Right.
We don't know that we were taught that when we were kids and we just talk like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't ring with others. And you have to just work on that personality. If you have that personality that repels people, get a good person that tells you that, and don't be personal about it. Use it to transform yourself into the person that you want to be and what you want to achieve with it. And if it's like for you, it's all a show or an act, oh, that's not how I really am. Guess what? It's like going to work. There's a lot of things you can't do at work that you would normally do in your personal life because you get fired.
True.
Of course it's an act. And then when you're at home, you let it fly. Just be your normal, crabby self. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
But when you're trying to talk to people and you have to interact with people, yeah. If that happens, what helps you out is to be, a show person and it's an all-in act, great. Whatever it helps you get through that hump. Same with studying. I'm not great at studying. Well, you'll never be great at it if you keep saying you're not great at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what you're going to keep doing. But you got to have the will and the discipline to overcome it. So you just got to have to just keep doing the studying until it rings well with you and you find some success with it. And Brandy talks about it all the time, or she used to talk about it all the time. If you're in an area that keeps whooping your butt and you can't score over a certain score, guess what? Go to a different one that you're great at.
Yeah.
Get some confidence back, get some mojo back, and then hit it back again.
Yep, I call them those confident booster areas.
Confidence boosters, right?
It's good for your ego.
Good for your ego, right? It's like if you're not good at basketball and you keep getting slammed on by, that 6'8" point guard that you have as a neighbor, go play the neighborhood kids for a while. Slam on them for a minute, get your confidence back, and then go back at it. Whatever you got to do to get that confidence back. But it's the same thing. You just don't stop.
Nah.
And things work out for people who continue to do things. It's not like these certain things don't work for you. You just don't work for it. And that's what the bottom line is. It's not that any of the business doesn't work for you. It doesn't that these tests aren't for you. It's not that these exams aren't for you. It's not any of that. You're just not applying yourself for it. You're not working for it.
Right.
And you just have to keep going. And you can do it. And I know it sounds motivational, but I'm telling you, no, it's not. Just a blueprint. Just go do it.
It's just one day at a time.
One step at a time.
Do the checklist.
Just keep going.
That's it.
Keep swimming. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's it. Sink or swim, right?
That's right.
Choose to swim, please.
Exactly.
All right, let's get after it. Test taking techniques Tuesday. Tonight's the night we give those techniques to give you that advantage, that skill set to help you when you're really struggling on those exams. I had somebody that just literally could not score over 70. I was like, do technique. Stop. Take all your thinking away. Completely just don't even look at questions anymore. Look at the answers and see if you can get the question right just based on looking answers now. Don't even look at the question anymore. Wouldn't you know it, they got a score that was higher than 70%.
Yeah, that happened to our 66 passer. She was, it was about a week out before her exam. She was getting kind of nervous. She rewatched our members test taking technique video, and she went from 65 to 80% right away. And she maintained that 80% and got the pass.
Well, I just had this guy. He went from 14%, guys. He never scored over. His highest score to date was 20%. He was with 3 other test preps. 3 others. Got the guarantees from all of them. Never worked out. And I've been working with him. He was at 20%. Do you know what he scored today for the first time ever in his life? He almost cried.
What's that?
An 80.
What?
He couldn't believe it. He got an 80%.
That's huge. That's huge.
He's like, I'm starting to finally see what it is.
Pass the content sometimes.
And I'm like, dude, you just had to keep going.
Yep.
And he was one of those guys that struggled all the time with quitting. I can't do it. I can't finish. I'm like, dude, I swear the next time you say this, I'm going to fly out to your state and I'm going to smack you in the head and then I'm going to get back on a plane and get back. Because I'm tired of hearing I can't.
Whoa.
You can.
Oh my gosh, guys. That's like the worst thing you can say to me.
And then I threatened him with the thing I tell the kids all the time. I'm going to stop helping you because I don't help triers. I help triers.
That's right.
If you're trying, I'll help you. If you're a crier, I can't do that.
No, I agree. Well, because you've already given up if you say you
It's already a lost battle. You've already lost before I can even, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
I can't convince somebody to win.
I agree.
You either want to win or you don't, you know? But I'm just saying, test taking techniques, guys, it can really help you start to see where you're at. So that's what we're going to cover tonight. And if you want more of how we do this in our course material, our live sessions, join as a member, hit the link in the chat, scan the QR code, check out our study guides. It'll help you with those keyword associations that you're going to see tonight. We have them available for the SIE, the 6, 63, and we also have the 26. Orientation Replay explains everything that we do, paid and free. We have the Kona community, the Discord. We'll go over that tomorrow night, where we show where all the party people meet up and study at. And you ask Brandy questions over there. We also have the Telegram for just bulletin stuff. 866 Hey Kona, that's my number. We need a voicemail or text. Brandy is only on the Discord. We have live session reminders for tomorrow, for Wednesday, the 26th and the Series 65. They are back to back like Batman and Robin. In the 26th, we are going to go over offering docs.
Yes.
And the 65, as far as I know here in my notes, is digital assets and stock options.
Yes, that is what we're going over tomorrow.
65 changes a lot, but
yeah,
tomorrow that's what's going on. And that fun starts at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. East. 65ers, 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. in the East. And those are 2 hours long for the 65.
And I do want to say
65 is 2 hours long.
Yes, and I do want to say this, guys. For those of you studying for the 65 and wondering about all those massive changes that happened on Monday, yesterday, guess what, guys? Digital assets is the last little piece of the pie that we need to, that would be brand new content that hasn't been on the test before. So we're all caught up. Look at that. One day in, guys, and we're all caught up. Boom.
All right. Hey, Saturday, we have our test taking techniques workshop. That's where we go over the basics, the foundation of what we do on these techniques. So tonight, as you saw, we hear our own language. We hear that language that we talk, the good to be difference, the double dips, the opposites, all these terms that you're going to hear tonight. And you're like, what is this? Guess what? Be on Saturday. We'll go over all that. You don't even have to be studying for any of these exams. You could be completely brand new. Man, we go over just the most basic. Brandy even throws in stuff from like pop culture just to drive the concepts through, so that way you kind of understand without getting caught up in complicated questions and content. So that way you can kind of see it, Sometimes if we can see and we don't get distracted by the content, we're like, oh, we're going to do that on Saturday, 8 a.m. It is Pacific Standard Time, that 8 a.m. So look for your local listings there. It's free. It's 30 to 45 minutes. Usually it's about 30 to 35, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's on this exact same Zoom code that you're on right now, the Studying Brew. There is no replays, because if I have to get up early, so do you. I'm not recording it, so you can sleep in.
Right.
And then the East Coast is like, yeah, because guess what? This is a time that works for them really well.
Yep.
They're like, finally. But it doesn't stop Tim in Ohio, man. He still stays up for the Studying Brew. Shout out to Tim. 1 a.m. Always on. Love that guy.
Yes.
All right. And all the East Coasters, I know there's a few of them on there. They're all, what about me? I'm up. Yes, you too. Just didn't mention you this time.
Sorry, Hawaii, though.
And Hawaii. I know that's a rough time in the morning. What do they say? Mahalo.
Yes.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Test taking techniques Tuesday. We got rules of test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. Don't get caught up in all that. Don't get caught up in, oh, that looks really difficult. I don't know. Is that my exam? That's the wrong kind of thinking. You need to just pay attention to all the different things that Brandy's doing on the screen. Start adopting it to your own quizzes and exams. Start writing these things down. Start mapping it out. Start, doing all the different connections Brandy does. Don't do it all in your head. She doesn't.
Nah.
She doesn't know it at all. Are you kidding me? If Brandy did all this in her brain, how can I say it? It's like her brain is like a party. It's like a pool party.
Yeah, it is.
There's like a lot of thoughts just jumping into this pool all at once. You never know what's going on. It's a constant party in there.
Who knows?
So you got to map it out and you got to keep this stuff straight. So that's why she always writes it out. So that way, you know, she can single out all these different things going on in the party. So you do the same thing. Rule number 2, how do you get good at something? You just practice. So when we're done here, you're going to do a 10-question flash quiz. That means 10 questions, 10 minutes of thought, 1 minute of thought per question. We don't want you to overthink. We don't want you to overread, because these techniques will help you with both. You've got to think less. You got to read less. Look at the patterns. Look at the keywords. You don't have enough time. That's why we do it 1 minute per question. This is a drill we do, by the way. Yep. So that way, in any function unit, area, wherever you're at in any of your studying, it doesn't matter. Start applying now.
Yes.
It's not too early to learn that crossover dribble. You got to just do it. No. So that way, when you're in the game, it's just like muscle memory. It's just what you do.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And what's your thoughts on 10-question flash quiz? Why?
Well, the reason why 10 questions is like the perfect is because if you did anything less, you're just getting warmed up. You just got your engine warmed up, right? And you're like, oh, it's over. And then anything longer, you're taking too much time. You're like, I know when I would take, like, let's say, because I know that there's some people out there that can do this, bless you. But if I took a 30-question quiz in just one topic, I am bored out of my mind. I start making silly mistakes. I stop paying attention to what's happening, and it just doesn't work. So what's the point of continuing a quiz that's just not working for you? 10 questions, sweet spot.
That's it. All right. With that, let's go.
All right, guys. So I have disinflation. And to that I go, what? Here, I'll write it down here. I'll map it out.
Doesn't it sound like something Run DMC would say?
I mean, I've heard of like a balloon deflating, but I've never heard of it. This balloon is going flat.
No,
it's disinflating.
It's not just inflating, it's dissing you while it does it.
Yeah. What the heck, bro? You can't
disrespecting you as it inflates.
It's a diss and it inflates. Like that doesn't work.
Right.
Stagnation, I always think of puddles. That's my puddle.
Just stagnant water.
Yeah, there's some mosquitoes flying.
I was gonna say that's where the mosquitoes lay its eggs.
There's some mosquitoes flying around in there, right?
PSA, by the way, if you are in a mosquito area, you should drain and get rid of all standing water, because it does create more mosquitoes.
It does. It does actually. Stagflation, weird word, but it's familiar in my studying. Like I've heard of that before. Like disinflation, never heard of, right? We don't disinflate a balloon. But stagflation, I at least heard of in my studying. I don't know what it is. It's a weird word, but at least I'm like familiar with it, And then inflation, we know that that's prices going up, right? Man, it's been a hot topic the last 2 years, right? So we know it. That's what inflation is, prices going up. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to reveal that question, and I'm looking for something that doesn't make sense. I'm looking for a puddle. I'm looking for two weird things, or a weird thing. Sorry, I saw the chat. I said two strokes. Two things, maybe, right? I don't know, but it's a weird word. And inflation, prices going up. Okay, you guys ready? Economic headlines state that the consumer prices are rising while, wait, that is two things, right? While unemployment remains high. Guys, how can prices go up, but nobody has money? That's so strange. Right?
If you guys didn't know that was strange, that's strange.
That's very strange, guys. Okay, get 2020 out of your head. Just stop thinking about 2020. Just get it out, right? Because I know what you guys are going to say to me. Well, 3 years ago, nobody was working.
Do you know what I call that? It's called thinking too much.
That's an anomaly. That doesn't happen normally, right? So get 2020 out of your head. So we already crossed off what the heck that means. There's two things happening. So it's not a puddle. Prices are going up, but there's something else happening at the end of that, which is weird. So we're going with the stagflation. Because look, guys, there's two things that are happening.
Why is it weird? Because I know some people are like, why is it weird?
Because prices go up because they can go up. That means people are spending money, so I can keep raising my prices because people are spending the money, so why not? But unemployment being high means you don't have a job, means you don't have money, means
nobody has money.
Exactly. So how are prices going up when nobody has money? That's weird, right? It's very strange. So, but prices rising, but there was two different things. That's why it's not inflation.
And can you imagine, like, think about it. When you go to a store, they usually have sales, right? They usually drive people to their stores when people don't have money by doing sales, right?
Mhm.
BOGOs and 20% off, 30% off, this Friday only, this President's Day sale, right?
Oh yeah.
Everything's marked down. It's because, they want you in the store to spend.
Because now you're not buying it at the high price, so now you have to buy it at the lower price.
Yeah, especially if you don't have money. If people don't have money, they drive them down lower so that way people can buy things.
Guys, I have my bachelor's degree in marketing, and the one line that I remember out of all lines that were said to me in all my multiple classes was this: you raise the price because you can, you lower the price because you have to. I'm like, wow, I went to school all those years for that.
Yeah. So when they don't lower the prices because people don't have money, that is weird.
Very strange. Very strange. All right. I got equity, debt, and currency, but not derivative products. I have equity, debt, derivatives, and commodities. I have equity, debt, currency, and derivative products, and I have stocks and bonds. So I've got a lot of stuff happening, right? And I'm going to say this: equity and debt is the same thing as saying stocks and bonds. So equity and debt is in all four of my answer choices.
Because a bond is nothing more than a loan,
Yeah,
which is debt.
right.
And stocks, that's how you get equity.
Exactly. So I'm going to focus on this. I've got currency, which is there's money, right? And it says, but not derivatives. Mm-mm-mm. Excuse me, but not derivatives, right? So we're not going to look at derivatives. But derivatives are like our random things, right? Like our rights, our warrants, our ADRs, our options. Like those are the random things. So B says equities, debt, derivatives.
Speaking of which, is it like a derivative would be like the riders you put on a life policy, like all the little things that are added to it? Is that a good way or no?
Well, a derivative means its price is derived from another, like
So that's not a good one.
its price is caused by something else.
So that's not a good one.
Hold on.
Because you said rights, warrants, and all that stuff. So
Let me clarify one more. Let me get it a little bit clearer. Their price is derived from the price of something else.
all right.
Okay. All right. So equity, debt, derivatives, and commodities. So commodities is interesting because commodity is a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a thing you can actually touch. That's what makes
Exactly.
it a commodity, like oranges, oil,
Yes.
gold.
So this includes derivatives and things that you can buy at a store, right?
I can touch.
And then C is equity, debt. And then we've got our currency and we have a derivative. And then we have stocks and bonds. Let me say how I kind of approach this question. In my studying, without getting details about my studying, the only time we really hear about commodities is that they're not a security, right? And yes, currency is also not a currency, I mean, not a security, but we hear this a lot when we talk about foreign investing. Now, I'm not getting into detail about it, but that's just our keyword connections. If you guys were on yesterday, we talked about this on the Studying Brew last night, right? Currency risk, foreign investing, right? So if I was going based purely on that,
And plus, A and C are opposites of each other.
A and C are opposites, but this one's different because this is the only thing that includes things.
That's the only one that has a commodity in it. That was the main thing.
It's the only one. Look at this, guys. Stocks,
The other ones
bonds.
are all intangibles.
Yeah, and derivatives is in every single one. Currency is in two of them, right? Stocks and bonds are in all of them because they're equity and debt. Commodity B is the only one that says commodities. Which of the following represents securities normally included in financial markets? Now, I know I said that currency isn't a security, but isn't currency financial? Am I right?
They told me that's a main component of finances is the
Is
currency,
money,
the money part.
right?
Yeah.
So which of the following represents, right? So this is not a financial. Commodities are not financial. So I'm going with C.
If you don't have money, you really don't have finances.
Right. Now I know what you guys are going to say, but Brandy, you just said that B is different. Exactly. B is different because it's the only thing that mentions a thing, and C is all inclusive. It mentions everything else.
They all thought you were gonna go B.
I know.
But I said A and C were opposites, and
Okay.
90% of the time, one of those opposites is gonna be the answer.
Yeah. All right. Okay. General discontent with the current economy. Oh, okay. A general increase in prices, prolonged periods of slow or little economic growth, accompanied by high unemployment, or inflation combined with high unemployment. Oh, we just saw this was the first question,
Yeah, it was.
didn't we? And that was that weird word,
Stag.
right? See, guys, look, learn from your questions. We know this one is that weird word because we just saw it 2 questions ago,
Yep, and we had a whole explanation, right?
right? And we talked about general increase in prices being that inflation, right? Remember we drew this,
You don't need to tell me, sister. I'm
right?
living it right now.
Prolonged periods of slow or little economic growth. What does that sound like? Of those 4 words, well, let's get rid of disinflation. But of the words inflation, stagflation, and
Stag stagnant,
stagnation,
stagnation.
doesn't that sound like a puddle? There you
Yes,
go.
does sound like a
This
puddle.
is a straight up puddle.
Nothing's going anywhere, just collecting mosquitoes.
And then A is just unhappy, right? Okay, let's match. Boom. Stagnation. Oh, uh, uh, mm. Right? Do I need to read anymore? Oops. No, I don't. Because I already said that it was the puddle.
That is one question you could get without even looking at without even looking at the question.
No, I just had to go. Which one am I looking for? The weird word, the
I
puddle,
guess you have to look at the question,
or the
but
price?
point is, you pretty much had it figured out before you even saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I love these ones because, guys, do you know so many times we see all of this and we're like, I don't even know what's happening.
You're like, oh man, salary or bonuses. Oh man.
All right. So let's go with A. I got salary. I got bonuses.
No salary or bonus.
Oh, or I got salary or bonuses. This is earned income. Doesn't that sound right? Don't you earn a salary and earn a bonus? You guys with me?
You get either a salary or a bonus.
Yeah, that's earned though,
Yeah.
but that's earned, right?
Yeah.
Interest and dividends, I learned that about investing, right? So interest and dividends is investment income. Okay, that makes me happy. Both of those make me happy. Probably that's the answer. Let's double check though, B, C, and D. Salary, bonuses, interests, and dividends are all investment income. Last I checked when I was going to a job, that was an investment.
No, no. That's the worst investment ever if you're at a job, right? Because it is like any minute that investment's gone.
That's kind of sucks, right? Salary, bonuses, interest, and dividends are all portfolio income. Isn't that pretty much the same? Isn't B and C the same?
Yeah, it's the same nonsense.
This is the same. Like, this is the same. So I can't pick one of those. It's the same thing, right? Salary or bonuses are portfolio income. Interest and dividends are investment income. Again, I don't know a portfolio that I'm working in.
Your investment portfolios are not going to include your job.
Yes. So, guys, what's the answer?
The double happy.
The double happy. I like that. The double happy. That's the answer. The double happy is the answer. And I got that by mapping that out.
Oh, we haven't seen the
Oh,
question.
my bad. Which of the following is true?
There you go.
The one that made me happy.
The double happies.
Yeah, look. That was true. That was true.
Yo, this is serious, guys. Look, if you need to do this on your quizzes, you need to literally slow down. If you are a person who completely always overthinks, or you're the one who reads way too fast, you need to slow the heck down and do this. And you're like, oh man, but this is gonna take forever. Oh, I gotta get it down.
That didn't take
Okay,
forever.
look, you do this until you can go fast.
Yeah.
You are not ready to go fast yet because you're making mistakes. You need to slow the heck down. Make sure you're shifting gears correctly, not going from first to fourth,
Mm-hmm.
breaking all the parts on the way there. Guys, don't do that. Slow down, learn how to do it, and then you can go fast.
Yes, training wheels. And if you guys noticed, we know that salary and bonus is earned. We know this, and it's the only one that had that as earned
This
income.
question, I 1000% know is going to get marked wrong because you go way too fast and you're not just thinking it out. That was super easy if you just slow down.
And you know what our new studiers do? Well, new studiers in general, you know what they do? They go, that was too many words, so I just picked C.
Yeah.
I check out on long guys. If you tell me while we're studying, like if we're in like a small group or a live session, or I see you guys put that in like our message board and you say, I check out on long questions, guess what? Your test is going to be all long questions.
Yeah.
Because you know why? You put that in the universe.
Do you know what else I know? You're the same person who's not going to do all the things that we ask you to do in the 21-day plan.
Well,
I already can tell.
mm.
I'm like, oh, you're going to shortcut it. You. I say take 75 questions. You're going to take 10.
All right. This is the last question, right? Oh, wait. This is a better one. I like this one better.
I do both.
You want to do both?
Well, you showed them both.
Okay. I got the certificate issued by the underlying company. So I got certificate. The Options Clearing Corporation issued certificate. Ooh, certificate. The executing broker dealer's account records. Huh? What? Like, why am I looking at account records? That seems weird. That seems weird. And then the trade confirmation, which is basically just a receipt, right? I got I confirmed my trade. It's just a receipt. Okay, you guys ready? Oops. Okay, who cares? What's the proof of ownership?
Probably the receipt, I would imagine.
The receipt? That's what you think,
Yeah. Is
right?
it like proof of purchase when you walk out and the alarm goes off at Target? Give me that. Give me the receipt over there. Oh yeah, you did buy it. Sorry. Proceed.
That
Proof of
was
purchase.
that's a 5 seconds.
Done.
Yeah, you like that? Mm-hmm. All right, last one.
Jasmine's all D was different. Say it with your
It
chest next time.
was different.
Say it with your chest next
Say it
time.
with your-
Don't put a question mark on that. You had it right, girl.
This is a recommendation. Oops. This is a recommendation. This is an unsolicited trade. I don't know what that is. I don't care. Let's keep going. This is a discretionary trade. I don't know. I don't know what that is either. Let's keep going. This is not a recommendation. Oh, wait. I heard that recommendation word before.
Yeah.
Because it's in A. These are opposite.
Yeah.
Guys, what's a recommendation? Don't even say a securities vocabulary. What's a recommendation?
You're just recommending something.
Hey, you should go to that restaurant.
You should go to that restaurant.
Advice.
Yelp is full of recommendations.
Yelp is the biggest, right? A suggestion. All right. So check this out. You noted that it would fit their objectives and they should consider purchasing the stock for their portfolio. What's true?
That's true of a recommendation.
Is that not a recommendation? Is that not saying, hey, you should buy this?
That's legit a recommendation.
Right? That's it.
Look at all the nonsense that you would have got lost on. Look at the answers first. You would have got it down to a 50-50. And then all you're doing is reading the question and looking. Is it a recommendation or a not?
Let's take this out of securities real quick. I'm looking for vegan tacos.
Those are so good. Vegan birria is
right?
good.
I'm looking at vegan tacos. They said, ooh, this restaurant would fit your objective and you should go there. Oh, hey, vegan taco restaurant. I came here based on my friend's recommendation.
There you go. That's a recommendation.
I don't know how to spell restaurant. There's an A in there somewhere.
Restaurant is one of those ones that always.
It's like restaurant.
Yeah, it always gets me every time. I have to slow down.
Something like that. I got my A and my U mixed up, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? Guys, that's a recommendation. Period. It's a recommendation. Somebody said you should do it. Recommendation.
There you go.
Oh, you didn't need to know what B and C was for this question because we went based on the technique. It is or it isn't.
Yeah, do you know some people would have got that wrong because they would have been caught up on the fact they didn't know what B and C was? I'm gonna go look that up real quick. Stop,
Do you guys know that there was a time when somebody used to tell me this? Well, I picked C
because I
because
don't know the word.
because I didn't know what it was.
That's about as I just wanna go to a restaurant with that person and just put a bunch of things on the table randomly, and then be like, "Okay," like, something they never ate before,
Yeah, yeah.
and then just go, "Okay, we'll eat everything here because you never had it, so that's what you would pick, right?"
Mhm. Mhm.
Does that work out in your real life? Like, you're like, "Oh, I have choices here on the menu," and then
Right.
you're not, like, feeling adventurous, right? And you're just like, "Oh, I'll just pick something I have no clue."
I really like bean rice and cheese burritos, and even though I see that right there, I'm gonna pick this other thing that I don't know how to even pronounce.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're eating
Octopus tacos.
tacos de pulpo? Delicious.
Yes, Jasmine, you're absolutely right. If you've never heard of it, not the answer.
Yeah, you could be eating sesos. Those are good too. But anyways, I digress. Thank you guys for being here on Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We're so happy now that everybody's hungry for some
I know, tacos.
tacos de pulpo.
I want some tacos.
Throwing those out there. Everybody, we appreciate all of you. We'll be back tomorrow for the live sessions. We'll be on here for Discord Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel for the Studying Brew. Keep studying, stay consistent, and more importantly, take care of yourself. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to practice taking that flash quiz before you go to sleep tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Good night.